Yo guys, Theo here. Today I am celebrating 1 month free from nicotine and caffeine. Hooray! So the nicotine I won't be going back to anytime soon, probably never. But you know, I've said that at least 1 year away from the snus. It's Swedish tobacco, if you haven't seen me talk about this before, that you put under the lip. Not as dangerous as smoking, but a lot more addictive because you can do it like all the time inside, just all the time basically you can do it. There's way more nicotine. And so today, I will continue after this. I'm gonna go train legs now, but as a little experiment, I'll see. Because the caffeine I'm not worried about, you know. It was kind of a co-addiction with the nicotine for me, that coffee just goes so well with the two bitter tastes along with the snus. But I have, when I drank coffee and stuff before starting the snus, and it's always been, don't really need it for energy. And nowadays especially I get the energy I need from sleeping well, eating well, training, exercise. I don't need it for energy. It was just weird addiction. Like when you take a snooze, the tastes go so well together, so it's so nice to just have a cup of coffee and then a snooze. You like it. But then I have before, when I take breaks from coffee, after 24 hours I get a big headache and I feel kind of nauseous, but I don't really crave the coffee in the same way crave the snooze. So staying away from the coffee now has been fine. I'm gonna tell you more after I go train now about how I have experienced the nicotine withdrawals, but I'm gonna do a little experiment. I'm gonna try one of these very high caffeine energy drinks, a pre-workout drink. So there's some other things in it too except the caffeine, a little beta-alanine, citrulline, these things. I'm just gonna see if it has a much bigger effect on me now when I've stayed away from it for a month, and then after the workout I'll tell you a bit more how it's been going with the nicotine. Not so easy, I'll tell you that right away, but we get back to it in a bit. See you at the gym. So here, this is the thing. Let's see. Yo, back from the gym, had a sauna, probably kind of red still. Yes, so what you saw me do there was a squat, 1 rep, 150 kilos. Technically a personal best. I've never squatted that heavy before, but I don't really count it as that because when I was heavier, like the only thing I lost any strength in when I cut weight was the squat. And before that I did 140 kilos for 6 reps, which translates to a 1 rep max that's like at least 160 kilos, probably more. So, you know, but I just felt like trying it today. I'm not really a power lifter. Maybe I'll get into that kind of training in the future, but I haven't really done 1 rep max personal best attempts before. But I just felt like trying a little heavier. Then I did 3 sets of 6, 120 kilos kind of speed reps. I did the Bootinizer hip thrust machine. So with a cable, 105 kilos is the max in the machine. I added 40 kilo dumbbell and did 8 reps per set. Then I did some leg extension and calves and stuff, but I didn't film that. Yeah, and that's not what it's about. So this video, I mean. So I tried that energy drink with 200 milligrams of caffeine, first caffeine in a month. You know, caffeine is so overrated. When you do take care of yourself, sleep well, eat good, you know, all this, it doesn't really do that much. If anything, you know, I felt a bit more focused, you know, but not much more than that. And caffeine, I'll say this, like, I will try to keep it this way. Like before, it was, like I said, kind of a co-addiction to the snus, just two tastes that goes well together, and more of a vague, I just like the feeling of like pouring coffee down my throat, the combination with nicotine, something, I can't even put my finger on it, I just liked it, you know. But so I think I'll use the caffeine for when it happens, that you know, have a bad night or life comes in the way, so I get a little less sleep, then maybe I'll have it, but not make it a habit to do it, you know, this often again. So I'll tell you about the nicotine. Obviously, if you follow me, you saw that I did a dry fast to kind of speed things up, getting rid of the nicotine out of my system. Kind of worked, but it was still very, very hard, and it was very hard, tough that week after that too. Like, it was okay when the nicotine, so from what I read, about 80 hours or so it takes for nicotine to leave the body. And even after that, like during the days in the following week, I was fine, but in the nights it came like strong withdrawals, where I really crave it, you know, really crave it. So after this week, I had like 2 weeks when I almost, you know, of course I think about it because it's a big change I've done, but I didn't feel too much about it. I was like, oh, is it already over? But then it started coming, but and after this, I didn't really crave it like, oh, I feel like having it so much. I could just feel that, you know, I talk a lot about ego and higher self here, and how I have really gotten my ego in check. Like many of my, how to put it, like behaviors, some behaviors I've gotten over, and yeah, I don't go all ego about stuff, but for instance, I used to be really bad loser, at least at things I think I'm supposed to be good at, to be the best at. My friends have had a lot of fun, like when we play video games, when I'm the best at them. That doesn't matter if I win, like, you know, 99 out of 100 games. If I lose the 100th, I was just fuming and raging. And this is something I really got over lately when I've done all this healing work with myself. But yeah, I lost a chess match. I did a dumb mistake against my girlfriend, and I was just fuming. You know, I'm not angry at her, I'm just like, this is not supposed to happen, you know. And these kind of similar things I can't think of, but it's some things I've just noticed myself being more irritable. And it's not that I start craving the snooze, you know, I just know that this is the reason, something is missing, and I'm like, just frustrated. And yeah, it's getting better and better and better. It's like, I don't know the like terminology for it, but I read that it takes like 3 months or some 3-4 months for like the receptors in the brain, that like kind of the structure in the brain that has been formed due to you using nicotine. It takes like 3-4 months for it to like go back to the way it used to be. So I think this is kind of, you know, I'm gonna have to expect during a few months, probably less and less frequent, but expect this kind of thing to happen. But it's totally worth it, you know. Now that I cut out like snooze and stuff, like, I don't spend any money, you know. I pay my little low rent. Okay, it's starting to rain now, so I'm gonna have to finish the video. I pay my little rent, I buy my food, you know, the phone bill, some electricity. What else do I pay, really? Yeah, okay, I guess, you know, I have Spotify or something, I listen to music, but this is basically it. And this is what, you know, I for sure, I like the snooze, and I don't think it's super unhealthy, even though it's not good for you. But yeah, you just have to, if you wanna, this is my thing, I wanna improve always. This was, you can view a habit like snooze like a wound. Like before you started valuing the correct things in life, you have these kinds of habits. I've been very strong with it. I'm proud of myself for what I've done here, and because, you know, I'm on this never-ending quest to improving myself. This was actually a big thing. It was a huge thing for me. I've been thinking about it for so long, not had the power to do it, but yeah, finally I did. Yeah, and please, so I'm going with some coaching with people now. I coach some guys with, you know, weight loss and gym training. I have even started, you know, just people that had have similar issues that, as me, you know, with panic attacks and stuff, done some of that. If you would like help with something like this, quitting an addiction, I could help you too. You can DM me on Instagram at Uncommon Sense Fitness, link here in description, or you can email me osuntfornuft@gmail.com. It's here in the description too. So please, if you'd like to be coached by me, you know, just hit me up and we'll figure something out. So please like the video, please subscribe. It's raining now, just so you know, today you see this is like an hour or two before you get to see this. It isn't always, but that could be fun to know, right? I will say here in the end, I am quite busy with other stuff like the coaching and my job and other stuff, so my uploading frequency will have to be a little less often from now on, but I for sure do weekly videos. Oh, I have to say now, because I thought about it, I've been talking about doing the live videos, of course, and still, for some reason, I'm blocked from doing it from the phone. I have like an errand now. I've talked to the support. They will get back to me as soon as I can start doing that. Then, you know, then it's gonna be so much easier. I don't have to plan videos all the time. I can just go out and see what you ask me in the chat and we'll talk about it. So yes, like, subscribe, I'll see you guys. Peace.